8 minutes up on the board as we're ready to start quarter number 2. Kearsarge with a 15-14 lead over Conant. And hey, local sports fan, 94.5 ESPN Radio's Franklin and House. Our good buddy Brett Franklin and Matt Hausman. Their sports talk show is on YCN every weekday evening at 6 p.m. Tune in to hear what is hot in local sports. And have you seen our new and improved website, ycnnow.com? Tune in whenever you want on your smartphone or computer for all of our local shows that are on YCN, your local view. So it's Kearsarge basketball to start this second quarter. They've got the 1-point lead, 15-14, as they move right to left across your TV screen and computer screen as well. And a foul right off the bat. It'll be whistled against James Record of the Orioles. So you've seen what the first 8 minutes have to offer both teams, Jack, and you see that it's been bombs away from three-point land. Conant has yet to find the inside game because of that 1-3-1 zone defense. What do? You keep trying to shoot from outside?
You know, if anything, you utilize the big guy. You utilize him underneath, and if he doesn't have a shot, and we saw him make one of the shots earlier, if he doesn't have the shot, he throws it out, and then they take a three.
Tyler Matos with 2 points for Kearsarge, and that puts them up by 3. Here's Record with the basketball. Nice screen set up there by Bilodeau. Record gets pushed by 3 Kearsarge players, throws the ball out of bounds, was looking for someone in the corner, which for Conant, they usually were there in that left-hand corner, but out of bounds, and Kearsarge has another turnover by the Orioles. 17-14, Kearsarge with the basketball and the 3-point lead. 7:25 remaining in the second quarter. Hustling up ahead for Kearsarge. This is Johnson with it, who hit that three-pointer right before the buzzer in the first quarter. Driving in left-hand side, Starozic up with a shot. That one's no good. Tapped around a couple of times by Matos with that long wingspan. That's no good. Here comes Conant on the break. Tic-tac-toe passing once again. Faking the three as Niemela now gets it back this time to Ford. Over to Record. Record looking for a screen. He gets one. Left-hand side beyond the arc. Niemela try to get it down low, and the ball is knocked away right into the hands of DeGrenier.
It looks like Coach Camp has gone to a man-to-man, Dave.
That 1-3-1 does not look as prevalent as it was before. Here's DeGrenier to the hole, layup no good, battle for the rebound, and again it's taken away by Matos for Kearsarge under the bucket. 6:30 to go, second quarter, 17-14, Kearsarge with the basketball and the lead, and a whistle and an offensive foul. A moving screen will be called against Matos. That's one of the things you have to watch if you're a big guy. You are very visible to all 3 officials on the court.
Absolutely, and especially, you know, where that foul took place. He's outside of even the three-point line, and that's where they're looking, because that's where the play is. You know, you can get away with a little bit more underneath.
3 fouls whistled against Kearsarge, and 2 fouls whistled against Conant. A whistle and a foul on the floor. As hitting the deck hard for Conant was Hodgson, and he will go to the line. Now they're going to say no continuation, so it'll be an inbounds pass for Conant. We've only had 2 foul shots here in this entire ball game so far, and they'll whistle that foul against Hipadico of Kearsarge. That's team foul number 4. Whistle and another moving pick, another screen. So this shot will not count and will go the other way. So back-to-back offensive fouls, one against Kearsarge, this time against Conant, and the Cougars will have it.
Well, I think the referees are doing a great job setting the pace. You know what I mean? You know, it's a playoff game, semifinal game. The kids, you know, are a little excited. Let's calm it down right away.
So here's Johnson with the basketball, still a man-to-man defense by Conant. 6 minutes to go, second quarter. We've been stuck on this score for a while. Kearsarge up 17-14 over Conant. Here's Matos with it. On the right-hand side, gets it to his brother Tyler Matos. Lob in, layup, no good. Nice look, but Matos couldn't finish. But guess what? That might be there all game if they want to try it.
Absolutely right.
Just got to convert on the other end. Nice spin move, moving in. Is Bilodeau, he gets blocked, and Matos comes away with the basketball. Now Johnson with it, the sophomore for Kearsarge. He's the quarterback of this offense. Makes his way to the left elbow, now hands it off. Matos goes in, throws up a wild shot, no good, but he gets fouled on his way up. So now Kearsarge, with 5:22 remaining in the second quarter, they're up 17-14. They'll have their first shot at the foul line tonight. And they'll call that foul against Craig Bilodeau, the senior, his first. Both teams with 4 team fouls here in the second quarter. 5 timeouts left for Conant, 4 for Kearsarge. Possession arrow, by the way, points the way of Conant if there's a tie-up. First foul shot, no good by Matos, and he'll get one more. And you see Bilodeau check out of the ball game, get a cup of water. It is a little bit steamy up here, especially high atop the field house here at Southern New Hampshire University. Next foul shot is good. So the lead is 4 for Kearsarge, 18-14. Southern New Hampshire's been stuck on 14 for a while now. And back to the 1-3-1 zone defense for the Cougars of Kearsarge. Hodgson with it, top of the key. Hodgson moves in, tries to make a move, dishes it left baseline, shot no good, bad angle by Record, and the rebound comes down this time to Ipodeco. Ipodeco moves in, layup no good. They'll call the foul on the floor, and that will be team foul number 5 against Conant with 4:58 remaining in the second quarter. And they'll whistle that one against Conant's Paul Murphy, his first.
You know, since they took Nordzi out because of the 2 fouls, they've been pushing the ball a little bit more.
And they've held Conant scoreless. Turnover, and here comes Conant the other way. DeGrinier with the layup, no good. And a battle for the rebound, and this one falls into the hands of Nordzi. Oh, nice screen right at the top of the key, as that was set by Matos, as he knocked Hodgson to the deck. And now a whistle and a foul. And if this is against Nordzi, it'll be his third.
I think it was a jump ball. So I think it's going to be Conant ball on Conant possession.
Possession arrow goes the way of Conant, and now Conant will call timeout. 4:37 remaining, second quarter. It's Kearsarge 18 and Conant 14. And stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the HR Club. Kearsarge Heating Oil turning up the heat player of the game, where it's definitely hot in here. We'll pick up the top performer of tonight's game, and the game of the week is broadcast every week right here on YCN. It's your local view. The game of the week premieres every Wednesday evening at 7:30 or on demand anytime at ycnnow.com. Let's take this TV timeout. You are watching the YCN Game of the Week. Back here at Southern New Hampshire University, 4:37 remaining, second quarter. It's Kearsarge 18 and Conant 14. You can tune into YCN's Outside Television in high definition on Comcast HD channel 713 or channel 21 for all the outdoor adventures. So after the timeout called, both teams left with 4. Possession arrow points the way of Kearsarge if there's a timeout, or if there's a tie-up rather. 5 fouls against Conant. Kearsarge with 4. It's Conant basketball as they have it in the front court, moving left to right right now. Conant has been ice cold here in this second quarter as that 3-ball rims out by Murphy. Kearsarge again with another rebound, and the Cougars definitely have the advantage on the board so far in this first half.
Notice the difference this half where the Conant kids aren't as wide open for these threes as they were in the first quarter.
And again, they're taking the outside shots, not trying to work down low. Kearsarge with it. Here's Matos down low to his brother, Taylor Matos. That layup way off the mark, no good. And here comes DeGrinier in the front court for Conant. Murphy with the basketball. Out of DeGrinier. And a turnover. Here comes Kearsarge the other way. Over the timeline with the basketball. That's Ipodeco. Didn't want to handle it, so he's waiting for his teammate Nordzi to come across the timeline. Off to the right-hand side to Johnson. 3-ball from the big guy. Matos rims out, no good. Conant with numbers if they want to hurry. And as they grab the rebound, and DeGrinier comes over the timeline. 3:10 to play in the second quarter. Kearsarge 18, Conant 14. Make it Conant 16 if they scored. They just now score their first 2 points in a long time to get back to within 2. Behind the back dribble this time from Johnson. Johnson kicks it off to Ipodeco. Now they get it to Matos. Now a 3-ball by Johnson, left wide open, back iron no good. No blue jerseys underneath, so Conant grabs the easy rebound. Conant with the basketball. Here's Murphy once again. 1-3-1 zone defense, and a whistle and a foul. Matos with a big push against Hodgson.
It looked like Ford. I don't know if he got sick, but he was holding his stomach right around the 3-point line, and he just fled off the court.
And Ford, it is Ford. Brandon Ford is over in the corner. So we have a timeout. 2:33 remaining second quarter. Kearsarge 18, Conant 16. Ford has made his way over behind the bench for Conant, and you're right. From what we can see up here, he's feeling a bit under the weather right now. As he checked out, he's drinking some water right now, so we'll have to keep our eye on him. As we mentioned, it is steaming hot here. It's probably about 75 degrees outside. It's only March, so obviously the air conditioning's not on here at the field house. And the players are sweating down on the floor. And Ford, he's a trooper. He's going to check back in next dead ball. He's at the scorer's table right now. Nordsey with the basketball for Kearsarge. 18-16, Cougars with the lead. 2:05 to play here in the second quarter. Johnson thought about the three for Kearsarge beyond the arc. Gets it to Matos, and now a turnover, and Conant's got it. Dupuis with the basketball. Quickly up ahead. Here's Record with it. Cross-court pass to Grenier. Left elbow, jump shot, good. We are tied at 18 with 1:45 to play in the second quarter. And Jack, you look at it, it seems like Kearsarge has dominated the second quarter, but look at the scoreboard. We're tied, and it's Conant just chipping away and chipping away.
You know who I think is having a really good game so far for Conant is Bilodeau. Bilodeau is their only big guy, and he's doing all the work underneath and trying to keep Matos. It didn't happen there, but trying to keep them out of the paint.
Matos got the best of Bilodeau right there, and Bilodeau maybe not with the height, but certainly with the girth down low in the lane. He can sort of push and prod his body around. Kearsarge with the 2-point lead, 70 seconds to go. Here's a three-ball whistle as DeGrenier got fouled, and he'll get 3 shots at the line as the shot rimmed out. So with 1:07 to play here in the second quarter, Conant with a chance to take the lead. 3 shots coming at the line.
Coach Camp can't be happy at that foul. You know, get your hand in his face, but don't go after the body after the shot has already been put up.
So 3 shots at the line. First one, back iron, no good. Stay tuned near the end of our telecast for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Oil turning up the heat player of the game. But we'll pick the top athlete of tonight's contest. Second foul shot up and good. As DeGrenier will get one more. And if your business is interested in advertising on YCN or you'd like your team to be televised, just give us a call or email info@ycnnow.com. 6 fouls charged to Kearsarge, 5 to Conant. Next one, no good. Conant grabs the offensive rebound, though, as Record was on the glass. Again, here's DeGrenier with it. Right baseline, Record drives in, kicks it back out up top. Hodgson looking for something, gets it over to Ford, who checked back into the ball game, and a whistle and a foul, and if that's against Nordsey, that'll be his 3rd, and even more important, that's the 17th foul against Kearsarge. So that'll put Conant at the line for a 1-1 for the final 53.6 seconds of this first half. Nordsey, 3 fouls, no points for Kearsarge.
Yeah, that's a tough one to overcome right there because they need Nordsey. I mean, Johnson did a good job of running the offense while Nordsey was out, but Nordsey's their man.
So here's Brandon Ford, the senior for Conant. First one, rims out, no good. Can't take advantage of the 1-1. So Kearsarge with the rebound, and they continue to have the lead 20-19 with 46 seconds to play here in the second quarter. And now Conant looked like they shifted to a 1-3-1 defense for a moment. But back to the man-to-man. Johnson with it.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Camp goes for the last shot with Nordsey not in the game.
Well, they're keeping it on the perimeter, driving in. Ipodeco goes up with a shot, no good, and an offensive foul. So that's team foul number 8 against Kearsarge. Another turnover, and Conant will have it as we go the other way. And that is the 3rd foul against Ipodeco. So he'll stay in the ball game. Nordsey on the bench for the Cougars with 3 personal fouls. And now Conant possibly holding for the last shot of this second quarter. Kearsarge 20, Conant 19. 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Record with the basketball. Being guarded by Starozic. Off to the left-hand side. 8 seconds to play in the second quarter. Here's DeGrenier with it, fires the shot with 4 seconds to go. Back iron, no good. Who's got the rebound? Kearsarge. Here's Johnson with a prayer at the buzzer. It hits the backboard and is no good. And both teams will head to the locker room for halftime with Kearsarge up 20-19. Halftime here at Southern New Hampshire University. So Jack, we saw a couple of 3 balls hit by both teams in the first half. Really, Conant struggled in the second quarter, but you wouldn't know it because they only trailed by a point.
Absolutely right. You know, Conant's doing a great job as far as controlling their offense. They're doing a great job on their defense. I think it's up to Kearsarge now to say, what are we going to do? We have a little bit of foul trouble. We need someone to run this team. And 10-1, it's time to go back inside.
Well, for the first 2 quarters, it looked like Conant was playing their tempo of game. It may not reflect that way on the scoreboard because they trail by a point right now, but Conant seemed to be more in control, especially on the offensive end, looking for the shots that they wanted.
Yeah, actually, you know, I'm impressed. Well, of course, I knew they're here for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm impressed by the way, again, you know, there's some big men down there in that paint. And the way they're pulling the ball out, taking some decent shots, hitting some shots, this is going to be a barn burner.
In their first meeting, Conant defeated Kearsarge back in December 52-51. Only a 1-point difference there. We've got a 1-point difference here at halftime. Kearsarge on top of Conant 20-19. We'll return with the first half stats and the third quarter of play right after this. Let's take this TV timeout. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back to Southern New Hampshire University. Along with Jack Herron, I'm Dave Collins. We are at halftime, Kearsarge 20 and Conant 19. It's Jack as we take a look at the first half stats. Conant right now trailing by a point, but you look at it, Josh DeGrenier with 12 of their 19 points right now. He is 4 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from beyond the arc, and 1 of 3 from the foul line. That's a huge stat right there with 12 points because everyone else on this team, Simeon Hodgson with just 3 points, and you've got 2 points each for Ford and Bilodeau. Then we take a look at Kearsarge right now, 9 points for Thomas Johnson. Zach Matos with 7 points and 4 points for Tyler Matos. Nobody else on the scoreboard there. Biggest advantage though, we talked about Conant controlling the pace but not being ahead in this game. They trail by 1. The rebounding differential, Kearsarge with 18 rebounds and Conant with only 11. So it's sort of like the one and done kind of thing.
Absolutely right. And you know, a couple of the stats that really caught my eye is, number 1, Conant is shooting 1 for 6 for 16% from the free throw line. This is a tournament game, Dave. You know it's going to come down to free throws. That has been Kearsarge's problem the last couple of games. So let's see what's going to happen there. The other big thing, again, you know, what's Coach Camp going to do with DeGrenier? Do you put someone on him? Because if you do, you know, I mean, there's only a handful of points by his teammates.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens as we're ready to start the third quarter of play in just a moment. Hey, local sports fans, 94.5 ESPN Radio's Franklin and House Sports Talk Show is on YCN every weekday evening at 6 p.m. The replay, the instant replay on YCN. Tune in to hear what is hot in local sports. We'll take this TV timeout and be back with the start of the second half. Conant and Kearsarge, the Cougars up by 1. Third quarter action coming your way next. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.